What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zcash today. It is the 11th day of August. Here we are with about 11 hours left in the day, sitting here at $485, moving down. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. Okay, Zcash has been volatile, choppy, sideways since June, moving sideways. Every time you move up, you have people who are very, very excited at the tops, very, very excited that we're going to see new highs relative to this, moving up to $1,000 and beyond. And each time that we've seen these levels of excitement come in, there's no volume to back it up. There's social excitement going on, but there's no financial excitement going on. There's no actual money coming in at the top, and we're just seeing this downside resistance. Overall, we still have lower highs coming in. I know that this is a higher high here, but it's lower highs overall, guys. It's not that exciting. And the expectation, at least since this day, has been that we would move lower, not just below these lows, but below these lows, and even inevitably down below $100. What I will say is that with how high Zcash is right now at $485, and the fact that Bitcoin, I think, is very, very near its bear market finale, I don't I don't see Zcash dropping below $100 in one fell swoop. I see Bitcoin dropping, right? It's going to have its bear market finale like one of these moves here. It's going to have that kind of finale phase move by the end of this month of August, if not bleeding into sometime in September. We're going to have that end of cycle move. And with it, I would expect that Zcash gets a little bit of a bump down as well. Maybe below 300, maybe even below 200, but all the way down below 100. It's just too big of a move for me to really to see happening in such a short amount of time. It doesn't mean it can't happen, but just thinking that way, it is possible that after Bitcoin's bear market finale, that Zcash perhaps does not go below $100. It's possible that we find support somewhere below these lows still, but maybe not quite as low as sub $100 levels. I mean, down here we have a little bit of a knot in the price. That is at 127. Maybe we find support between 127 and $200. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Bitcoin can find its bear market low, and Zcash can still over time bleed out. Okay, it can definitely bleed out. So there's plenty of time to do that. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Bitcoin finding its bear market low, and then Zcash moving lower. It can happen. It might happen, but it's just hard to say for sure. So I'm gonna stop repeating myself. We're gonna move on. We're gonna get into the short term stuff. 1 hour time frame here. $485. Looking at this right now, it does seem as though we have a relative double top, right? Kind of have this M shape. You've got the M with the W in the midst of the M. It's like one of these patterns, like that kind of like M-shaped W right there, or W-shaped M maybe. That would express the desire to go lower, probably lower, and based off of this fib extension from a low to a high, we'd see something around 477 to 465. We get below 465, and then it's on to 455 to 430. We get below 430, and then it's on to prices that are below $400 probably. Looking at the 1 hour indicators, the RSI looks bearish. Overall, we have higher highs here, high, higher high right there, high, lower high there. That's hidden bearish divergence. Stochastics look very bearish. The MACD is bearish as well, but there's some bullish things going on. I mean, it's very bearish for a 1 hour indicator, but you do have some bullish divergence building up. You probably go a little bit lower, but then you might find some support. This kind of bullish divergence on the MACD, don't expect it to do anything too significant. I mean, we're at 485. Sure, maybe we can move back to $500, but that's not that significant. I still think we move lower first. Okay, looking at this on a 4 hour time frame, you can see that double top, this relative double top here with this M coming into shape a little bit more. Typically with M patterns, you expect to go below where the M started. So overall, this path that we're on, just relatively speaking here, should take us lower than $450. Should take us below that low. We get below that low. Again, I was saying 430. We get below 430, and then we're likely going to go below 400. But I guess statistically here, yeah, 430. There we go, 430. We get below 430, 411 stands to hold support, the golden ratio there. But then there's all these targets in this 1886, 2618 area, $395 to $353. This is what makes the most sense to me. It comes in line with this low area here, so we could find support around it, find support at prior support. We could break below that level and then come back and find resistance at prior support and then continue to go down. I don't know if we'll move down in a straight line like this or not. If we do, it's probably because Bitcoin's moving down as well. If not, we might take our time. It might take a little bit more time to get down there, but I do assume we're on our way not just to $400, but below there. We're at 485 now, so lower prices are coming. RSI does not look good. Rejecting the overbought zone, getting down to the oversold area, not a good sign. Stochastics are oversold. And the MACD here is crossing below the zero. Also bearish. All bad things all at once. Not looking good. We're looking at this here, and there's not a lot of volume on this move down. We haven't really broken out yet. We're still kind of in this area. Whenever the move really starts to take shape, this volume starts to come in, we'll probably pick up the pace. I know that this feels fast here, and it is fast. Don't get me wrong. Going from 527 to 483 in like the course of 2 days, that is fast. I just think that we have more to go. I don't think that the move's really kicked off yet, and I think we'll see it kick off once this volume comes in. We also might pick up the pace. You'll see drops that are sudden like this coming into shape, but coming into view. Anyways, daily time frame. Daily RSI is neutral, as is the price action. Stochastics are bearish, rejecting the overbought zone, no bueno. And the MACD is also fairly neutral. But what you have here is a bounce off the zero. You have a cross that's green, and nothing good came of that at all. All you had is a lower high, a very minuscule bounce right here. It makes me think that we do have lower to go. It definitely does. It doesn't. None of this seems bullish. If anything, it's neutral with a hint of bearishness, or bearish with a hint of neutrality. We look at this from a high to a low perspective. You've gone up to your 786, 886 area, found support at the golden ratio. If we come down here again, the likelihood that we find support at the golden ratio is not there. We probably go down to this area here, and again, it's that same song and dance, 415, 368, that kind of sub $400 area looking prime right here, this prior area of support for our next kind of stopping point before seeing some more volatility down. There's no guarantee, by the way. There's no guarantee that we do find support in this area. We could send it lower. I'm not looking to trade Zcash here. I mean, if there's a tradable signal, I'll go for it, sure. For right now, I'm just waiting for the long term. I'm waiting for the inevitable drop that will take us below $100. I'm sticking with, I know that we talked about the possibility that it might not go below 100, and that's, again, something that I'm considering, right? Talking about the price going below $100, we discussed this back in May. We discussed this here in June, in the beginning of June, after this crash. And ever since, we've been discussing it like every single video that we talk about Zcash. But it just hasn't happened yet. We haven't made any progress. We're still up here. And the fact that Bitcoin, in my opinion, is very near its bear market finale kind of move. For Zcash to go below $100, that would mean that it would have to do it either in a very, very short amount of time, which can happen, but I doubt it, or it would have to happen after Bitcoin finds its bear market low, which still can happen. It's not something to doubt. It's just it didn't line up with my original expectations, but that's okay. Maybe we don't go below 100. The call still is that we will go below $100. That is the call. The call still for me is that we are in some type of double top overall. We've got this M shape here, and that we will go below this nipple. We will find support down here. Overall, it'll be a very bullish higher low, finding support at prior resistance, something like that. It makes sense to me. Just because it makes sense doesn't mean it has to happen. We'll be apprehensive for what the potential low might be. Maybe we do find a higher low for support. I doubt it. And once we get down below here, there's no real support until we get down to these levels here, where we had resistance and support before. So that's why I'm thinking we will inevitably go below $100. But there's always a chance. You never know. Anyways, I've got nothing else. I'm just rambling at this point. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. If I were looking to invest in Zcash, what I kind of got distracted with at the end there was I'm not looking to trade it. Not unless it's a very obvious tradable moment, you know, like some serious bullish divergence, something that's just like all of a sudden makes me very bullish for a short move, or very bearish for a short move. I'm not looking to trade this thing short or long. If I'm looking for anything with Zcash, it would be a long entry position below this low here. And then using our brains, thinking about it, if we go below this low, what makes sense to find support? Where does it make the most sense to find support? Probably right around here. Probably where you found support before, where you found resistance before, below $100. We take this low here from an overall low to the overall high. It's also, I mean, you're very near your golden ratio zone. Maybe it's not even this fib that we should be taking. It's this fib because that's more appropriate for this move here. I don't know. And that's right there in the heart of your golden ratio zone. Tomato, whatever. But however you slice it, that's below $100. That's below $100. Both these golden ratio levels are below this level here. And at the very least, your 0.5 fib level in both cases is also below these low levels here as well. So I would assume that we go lower, and if I was looking for anything with Zcash, it would be a long-term opportunity somewhere either by the end of this year or going into next year, early next year, down there. Because inevitably, I do believe Zcash here will form a higher low. I do believe it'll come back, and I do believe we will see prices that are above $1,000. If you can get in below $100, and like me, you believe Zcash will see $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, you've got 10x potential at a bare minimum there. More than 10x potential at that rate. So I've got nothing else for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's probably not going to happen the way that I have it drawn here, but I am making these calls for a reason. I do believe that we will be below $100 either by the end of this year, Q4, or in the beginning of the year in 2027, Q1, will be below $100. And then probably not immediately will we send it to new highs, but over the years to come, we will see that $1,000, that multi-$1,000 target come into view. So again, long-term positioning is what I'm getting ready for. I've got cash stacked on the side, ready to buy this thing whenever the time comes. We're just not there yet. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.